When I left school, I actually, rather than coming to university, I moved to London and started doing work. I worked in a record label, various charities and things like that. And this kind of really allowed me to develop a lot of confidence in myself, and also in my sort of recognise other skills that I wasn't aware that I had. And sort of through this period, I did various things that I thought I might want to do, like charity work, and eventually came to the realisation I wanted to go to university. So I decided to come to Surrey to do a psychology degree. And I came to do psychology because I thought I wanted to be a clinical psychologist. So I was going to do my 4 years and then go on to clinical training. When I came to university, because I guess I'd worked beforehand, I knew that I didn't want to come here and just do my course. I knew I wanted to get a real kind of higher education experience and see what other opportunities there were for me to continue to develop my CV. And so when I came in my first year, I continued to do part-time work. I also got involved with the Languages for All programme at Surrey, which offers free language sort of courses to students. And I chose to do Arabic. And I also got involved with SEPTA as well in my second year, and that allowed me to have experience of doing research, going to conferences, and also getting involved in sort of the other side of higher education, so getting to see the staff and the teaching and learning side of things, which gave me a whole new perspective on university life. I also play in a band. I've been playing in bands since I was 13, and that was quite key when I came here. I chose Surrey because I was living in London, and I didn't want to give up all the things that I was already doing in my life when I came to university. So I've continued to play in bands. I also had a camper van, so I learned a bit of mechanics. There was a picture of my bunny on there. I've got a rabbit. Quite involved with animals. Yesterday I went to be a zookeeper for the day at London Zoo, which was amazing. I've also done quite a lot of travelling, and that's really important to me because it's allowed me to kind of be exposed to other cultures, and the places I've travelled have been quite bizarre, and it's kind of really taught me how to think on my feet, how to engage in foreign situations, and how to interact with other cultures and become really interested, which has allowed me to come to Surrey, which is we've got quite an international student body here, and that was one of the reasons I chose it. And there's some really good cultural programs that I've been involved in here, and it's kind of added to the reasons that I've done travelling and sort of contributed to why I would like to continue to travel. So I guess, you know, I've continued to do a lot of things that I was doing before when I came to university. You know, I've continued to do part-time work, learning languages, charity work, conferences, travel, all these things which I think are really important, because not only for me do they balance out kind of the intellectual academic work, but they're the things that really I have a passion for. And I find that when I continue to do things I'm interested in, it kind of gives me more motivation and more passion to engage in my academic programme. And it's also allowed me to meet a whole load of people that I wouldn't have met otherwise. And that's kind of opened up my eyes to a whole other areas of the university and other interests and things that are available to people. When I came to university, I wanted to do my clinical psychology sort of after my degree. And then through my extracurricular activities, I've actually realised throughout the course of my 4 years that clinical psychology probably isn't for me. Because partly I went and did a placement at Broadmoor before doing my placement at SEPTA, and that showed me that kind of NHS wasn't the place that I wanted to work, and instead I'm more interested in research. And I've also done a few part-time jobs involving children with autism, and all of those extra activities have allowed me to look differently at the field of psychology and what other options are available to me. And it's really changed my perspective on what I actually want to do when finishing university. And I deferred my final year and went and did a music technology course in London, and that actually led into me deciding what I was going to do for my dissertation, which was a dissertation on music evoked emotions. And through that process, I was invited to apply for funding, and I've applied for a PhD funding, which I've been accepted for. So it's kind of, I guess what I'm trying to say is that my experiences outside of my academic programme have helped me understand what I'm good at, what I enjoy doing, and help me decide what I want to do with my future rather than my academic programme.